There's nothing worse than allocated products or hard to find bottles that don't live up to the hype. That's why we taste completely blind over here. These might not even be allocated, but if they are, they're about to get put to the test. Let's get into this blind tasting.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. Thank you for joining us today. If you are new here, Erin is more of a social sipper. I'm the whiskey nerd. That's the context we bring to this tasting.
Yep.
And we're going to check these out, whatever this head-to-head is, let you know whether we like them, which one we prefer. We're going to give you a rating on them before we find out the price. And then we're going to find out if the price changes our rating based on what we just tasted before we find out what we're drinking. All of this is done in service of giving you the most honest opinions possible, separate and apart from any bias. And truth be told, it's just a lot of fun to taste whiskey this way. We encourage you to do your own blind tastings.
Yes, I'm also practicing my swirling.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm doing it right.
And these are super swirlable glasses, which these are available at stuffandwhiskey.com if you want to check those out. But let's get this on the nose and see what we're working with. Glass one.
Oh.
She's sweet.
Sweet and funky.
There's a little bit of funk there. I'm kind of getting like this.
Gotta have the funk.
Yeah, I'm kind of almost getting like a banana breadiness to this.
Kind of, but like the bananas have slightly started to turn a little bit. I think that's where the funk is coming.
Man, it smells fluffy. It smells like a fluffy dessert.
It also smells very burny. Like, I know it's alcohol, but it smells like it might feel burny
You're
on
detecting some
the
proof,
tongue.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I could kind of see that. It's got a little bit of a sting to the nostrils.
A little bit.
But yeah, this smells like sweet, sweet bourbon. Let's get it on the palate. Oh, wow.
That's very nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's sweet bourbon or not. It tastes bourbony.
Yeah,
Maybe Tennessee
it's
whiskey.
not as like proofy as I expected it. It doesn't feel as proofy as it smells.
Yeah.
I think that's what I should say.
Good point. Yes, it is more composed on the palate than you might think. This is like if you're friends with someone and they have a kid and you just see the kid in a social setting and they're just running amok and you're like, my goodness, that child. And then they come over to your house and hang out or something and the kid's like really cool and a little bit more relaxed. And it's like, oh, okay, he was just wound up for a minute there and now he's chilled out. And that's kind of how the nose and palate of this is.
All right.
I don't know if that's a good analogy or not, but that's what this is the picture it painted in my head.
That's what it reminded you of?
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take another sip.
I'm still getting that banana breadiness.
Yeah, I'm getting a little more like sweetness on the nose after having a sip. Like I'm getting like a honeysuckle sweetness almost.
Oh, I see there. Yeah. I mean, I see that now that you mention it. Honey's a great note. Honeysuckle. I'm getting like a banana, cherry, vanilla type of thing going on. Smells really good. Another sip.
I got some sort of red fruit on the second sip. I don't know. Like, it just kind of flashed in my mind. I don't know if it was like a raspberry or a cherry, but the color red entered my mind.
Yeah, I get that.
I got red on it.
That red number 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, everything holds. There might be a smidge of, like, drying barrel on the finish that I'm getting.
It's subtle.
Yeah, but there's, like, a beautiful barrel char and sweet oak thing going on, kind of as a foundational element after the first sip when I got into the second sip. And all the sweet notes hold, that vanilla cream, the cherry, banana, honey.
Cream.
Yeah, honeysuckle. Glass one's really nice.
That sounds delicious.
I like that a lot.
Just said.
Let's get into glass 2 and see how it compares. Ooh, this one's got some oomph on the nose too.
Yeah, it smells less sweet. It smells a little bit more like paint to me.
I'm getting more oak on this, on the nose, compared to the first glass.
Yeah.
With the first one being like really apparently sweet, this feels like it's got a little bit more balance to me on the nose at least.
I don't know though, that first one on the palate was pretty balanced. That was kind of wild.
Well, let's get this on the palate and see how it compares.
That also seems pretty balanced. Maybe it's a little more drying. Maybe, like ever so slightly a little more drying.
Yeah, I'd say it's slight. I think the perception there is there is the oakier element to this glass that the nose had. It's carrying over to the palate to me. It doesn't seem as punchy on the palate, but the finish is, while not as strong, like it's not as in your face, it is a little bit more relaxed, but everything carries through and there is a presence about this pour that I think this is a really great matchup.
Yeah, I would say this might be smoother than the first one. To your point about the kind of like the punchiness of the flavor. Wow, this is good. I don't know if I have a preference at this point. Well, I need to do some more tasting.
We need to take another sip of this. Okay. You can't trust the first one.
It gets a little more oaky, a little more dry on the second sip for me, which that's common.
Yeah, the funny thing is I think there are a lot of similar notes between these two glasses to me. Yeah. But the second glass kind of amps up. The fruit stuff goes to the background, and the vanilla, while still there, kind of goes to the background.
I agree.
Definitely brings in like more of a caramel toffee type of vibe. And I'm even getting like a little bit of a sweet peanut butter type of note on glass 2 as well.
Wow, that's interesting.
I'm getting a lot of sweetness off of both of these and a lot of similar flavor notes. It's just the way in which they present those notes and go about their business is a little bit different.
They're like remixed.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like a remix.
Kind of, yeah. It's a glass 2 is like a remix on the theme of glass 1 or vice versa.
What?
Vice versa.
Oh my gosh.
She hates it when I say that.
It's vice versa.
I know it's vice versa, but if I say vice versa, it really gets under her skin.
It gets me all riled up in a bad way.
It's like when I hear somebody say, I could care less.
Oh, I couldn't care less about that.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Well, if you care about how this matchup's going to shake out, stay tuned. We're going to take some time off camera, clear our palate, start with the second glass, go back to the first. I take forever doing this. This is why we don't do it on camera. It'd be boring as watching paint dry to watch me sit here with my eyes closed, focusing on what I'm tasting without speaking. But we'll be back in just a second. We'll give you the full rundown. See you then. Putting in the hard work for you guys, and actually, this was quite difficult.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I got more confused the more I drank them. So I told Josh that this is a draw for me. Like I'm gonna give them both a thumbs up. I like them both. Okay. And the more I tasted them, the less I could tell the difference between the two. I know they're different. I don't think they're the same product, but I do think they have such similar aspects to them with slight tweaks on how they're mixed. And I like them both.
Okay. You have to pick a pour of one or the other right now.
Oh, gosh.
Which one are you picking? You can't... we finish these glasses. You're going to have one more pour for the rest of the evening. Which one?
Glass 1.
Okay.
Probably, because I do think I like the nose on glass 1 ever slightly better than the nose on glass 2. However, nose usually plays a very low... has a low value for me compared to the flavor. But because I like both of the flavors, I think I'll stick with the one I like the flavor and the nose slightly better.
Okay, that's fair. Funny enough, about the nose on glass 1, as I went back to it after going from glass 2, it smells like a Foot Locker or a Finish Line. And I love that because I love shoes. like sneakers.
Like new, fresh leather.
Yeah, kind of.
And like rubber.
Yeah, there's like that. It's just this, I mean, literally, it smells like that to me.
I don't get that, but I could see how you might get that.
And it's good. Like, I do think one is, again, a little bit more fruit forward.
Yeah.
But really sweet, great profile, great finish. I think glass 2, again, a little bit more, like, it has a little bit more of a darker profile and a little bit more relaxed, but the finish is really great on glass 2.
Glass 2 is also slightly more drying.
I'm also a bit of a draw on this, to be honest with you.
Oh, you made me feel bad.
I know. I am thumbs up on both of them. I do like them both. I'd like to have bottles of both of them. I would really be happy paying about $80 for a bottle of these, like $75 to $90.
I'm going to go on record saying I think these are both more expensive than that. I think they're $100 plus.
Okay. I could see them being $100. I don't want to go much more than $100.
I don't want to, but I feel like they are.
If I had to pick another pour of another one right now, man, I don't know. Like, I almost want to say glass 2 because the darker profile, but then like glass 1 is a smidge more sweet, and I'm really enjoying that like Finish Line. I'm enjoying the Finish Line Foot Locker nose on the note.
So funny.
Makes me think of like a fresh pair of shoes. So we're gonna look at these and see what the price is, and if that changes our ratings before we find out what we're drinking. So as Aaron pulls the pool up, pulls the pool.
Pulls the pool.
Pulls the pool.
Wow, words are hard for you, aren't they?
A little bit. All right. Glass number 1, $79 in our pool.
Oh my gosh. Shut up.
Say it.
$35.
Oh, thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
What's glass number 2?
Are you kidding? $120.
Wow.
Which is what I expected. I expected them both to be kind of around $100, $125. I mean, I'm not shocked that glass 2 is $120. I am staying thumbs up on it, because I do feel like that's a fair price for what's in there. But I'm absolutely going 2 thumbs up on glass 1 because that's a great value for what you're getting. These taste so good, both of them. Wow, I want to know what glass 1 is so bad.
Look, I'm going to stay thumbs up on both of them. I'm not going 2 thumbs up on glass 1. It is.
I am. It's a great value.
I'm going to comment that it is tremendous value, and I'm with you 100% there.
I love a good value.
I know you do.
Good value.
That means less to me.
Correct.
I still like both of them and would like to have bottles of both of them, but yeah, I taste the difference. I taste the age and the oak on glass 2. Glass 1's still really good. These feel like maybe glass 2 is just an older version of glass 1, but let's find out what we're drinking.
Glass 1 is Cooper's Craft Barrel Reserve.
Oh, wow. That's 100 proof?
This is 100 proof.
Wow. I told you off screen when we were taking a break, we don't talk a lot, but I was like, I have no clue what the proofs on these are. They could be 105 or 115. Yeah. I have no clue.
It was hard to tell because like the more we drank them, they like kind of settled in.
Well, they've got good spice.
Yeah.
What's glass number 2?
Old Forester 1924.
Wow.
Also 100
What a
proof.
matchup.
So the Cooper's Craft is thanks to Tyler Boggs, and
Bogzilla.
the 1924 is thanks to Justin Williams. So
Yep.
thank you guys for sending us these. This was a great head-to-head because without knowing the prices, both of these are stellar bottles.
Yes.
And off camera, Josh did.
No, off camera, what happened was I said I messed up because I drank glass 2 first, and then I drank glass 1 too quickly. And like I need to let a lot of time lapse for my palate for me to actually get fidelity, as crazy as it sounds, like fidelity in what I'm tasting to give an accurate estimation. I need space, and I shorted that space. And when I drank glass 2 first, the 1924, and then I pretty quickly drank the Cooper's Craft, the blend of the two was better than both of these. So we're doing it now. We're putting them together in a glass. I wouldn't recommend going out and buying a bottle of 1924 for $125 and then blending it with a $35 bottle of Cooper's Craft.
It's not bad.
But I will say I think Cooper's Craft is a definite replacement / stand-in at a cheaper price. A lot of common flavors.
Yeah.
This is Old Forester. Cooper's Craft is Brown Foreman.
Uh-huh.
So,
yeah. Very, very similar. I think the Brown Foreman or the Old Forester product was more oaky, a little more drying because of is it older? Mm-hmm. Okay. So
10 years.
Because of the age. So how old is Cooper's Craft, did it say?
It doesn't say. It's not age dated, but probably it's at least 4 years old. We know it's probably 5 to 6 years old.
Okay.
And then they chisel out the barrel. They char and chisel the barrel so that there's more interaction between the whiskey
wood.
and the wood. So it is a younger product, but it does get a little bit more
interaction with the oak.
Right. So it can make it appear a little bit older than it probably is.
It stood up against 1924. It held its own. I preferred it slightly.
Yeah.
Slightly, but like for the price, dang, Gina, like that's such a good price.
Honestly, it's hard to recommend buying Old Forester 1924 as it's a good product, but it's so expensive, and Cooper's Craft for a third of the price does give you, like, I would say for literally 1/3 of the price, it gives you 80% of the experience.
Mm-hmm. I'd sign on for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. This was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Tyler, this was this idea, and I never would have thought about this myself, but this was Bogzilla's idea.
Nice.
So
great idea.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tyler.
By the way, Bogzilla, the man, helps people out over on our Discord all the time. If you're looking for an online community, you like good people, you want to get plugged into good whiskey, check out our Patreon. You can get into our Discord through Patreon for as little as $3 a month. And all kinds of people over there are helping all kinds of other people over there get tons of bottles, swapping samples, having a blast.
Yeah.
We're just being a good whiskey community.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Love that.
Sharing the stuff with other people.
Sharing is caring, as I say.
Exactly. It's also where we release our barrel picks and do virtual tastings, additional live streams, all kinds of stuff. And if you're interested in shirts like this or glasses like these that are super swirlable and have a nice heft to them, then you can check that out on stuffandwhiskey.com.
Absolutely.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it for today, y'all. Be good to each other. And until next time.
Cheers. Man, this is crazy.
That was real good.
Tyler, when he recommended this matchup, I was like, dude, that's incredible. That's a great idea.
I'm shooketh that is $35.
Here's the thing, though, and this makes sense. I'm glad I didn't go 2 thumbs up.
I did.
Just because of value, because it isn't quite my profile, but it's still it's a strong thumbs up.
It tasted like it could be $100 bottle to me.
I mean, I said $70 or $80. Yeah.
Like to me, that's a definite buy.
Yeah.
If something that's $35 comes across like something that's over $100, definite buy.
That's fair. That's very fair. I mean, Old Forester 1924 tasted exactly like what it is.
Yeah, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
No complaints. It was delicious.
This is why this is such a good matchup, and Tyler had such a good idea. Old Forester 1924 tastes like exactly what it is. 10-year-old Old Forester at 100 proof.
It was good.
However, Cooper's Craft, I think I haven't thought of this matchup because I haven't seen a bottle of Cooper's Craft in a while, but also haven't been to the store.
Do we not have it in our market?
Periodically we do.
Gotcha.
It comes and goes, but I just haven't been to the store all that much this year either. But, man, a great matchup.
You have like hairs on you.
Is it grooming time? We're going to start grooming each other?
Probably.
You got something right there?
I shed hair like it's nobody's business. That's attached to me.
No. It was like something on your hair.
Oh.
Like a little flake of skin or something.
Oh, probably. Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
This is like, don't chimpanzees do this? Like, we do groom each other?
Probably.
So we're just a couple of chimps.
Just a bunch of apes.